Greetings, I'm Sir Vainglory, and welcome to part 51 of Season 3 of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. So winter is set in, but construction of our medium farm is going reasonably well. Steel is the biggest requirement that we're going to have, but we've got plenty of steel, so I think we should be fine for this to be complete before spring arrives and we need to go and sow crops. This road here needs a lot of asphalt to complete, and that's only completing down as far as this distribution office. The other road's complete right down to the roundabout here. This bridge, one final section to be done, and again it's going to need a lot of concrete, but I'm getting there. Over here, slight concern that I have is the amount of hazardous waste that's building up. We've got maximum workers. We're running through it. There's no hold-ups in the output. But I might need to reduce the amount of hazardous waste that I import. There wasn't anything like that before. And we're only importing... Well, I guess if we're importing a truckload, one wagon load, was it 37 tons? It was just not being processed quickly enough. How does that compare with this? That's production. Okay, so yeah, we may need to look at halting the train for now, because we've got still 27 tons there and the train is up in the border. Well, it's just dropped off a load, I think. Yeah, it must have done. And there's the biological waste train. You're selling us steel. Right, so keep an eye on hazardous waste, I suppose. Next item in the agenda, now that we've got this construction office fully stocked with vehicles, we've got 3 excavators and 3 dozers, we can begin to work on extending this road. So it's to come out from just here down towards there. Okay, can you perhaps head up like that? Something like that. And then swing around like this. That works reasonably well. But let's try look at it from the other end and reinstate that for now. If you come down from there, we need to maybe head like we need to flatten the terrain, don't we? Because right, definitely don't want that. It's got to come out here. Thank you, autosave. Let's see, if you head for... Well, we don't need to flatten terrain to get to that point. I will flatten it a wee bit though. I don't really like the curve there, but I suppose we can live with it. And then you want to come out from there over here, right? You can't Don't like it at all. So we could do something like that, and then maybe swing you around. Okay, how does it look? Whoa, it's quite the drop there. Swinging out around that curve would be better actually. So let's take it right back to there for now. And if we remove some of this as well, you head more like that. Can we get you from there? No. I'm trying to use that slope there, but to run down, but we're not getting that at all, so we'll just have to do what we can here. That's better. And if we flatten that out a bit. Okay. I think we can accept that. You aren't having problems. You're okay up to this point. You are snapping, yep. Okay. Carrying up to there, then you're not too close to that field, surely. No, you're not. Actually, just do that. Do I need to do any flattening? No, I think that's fine actually. I don't like this bit here. This is going to have to change, so let's do that. And you come from there. Oh, there's a node there, that's the problem. Right. Back to there. That's a wee bit strange looking here. And obviously I don't want strange looking stuff going on, so let's draw you back there, you out to here, and I'll get the terrain tools, and I probably just want to level from the center as best we can. Let's make sure we've got enough space. Right, let's try that. How does that look? Go away, clouds. I think I've just about got it there. And I'm going to just do a wee bit of terrain tools and smoothing here. Can't do much there, but that's okay. Smooth down. Drop on that side. Alright. I suppose that was relatively painless in the grand scheme of things. Let's check for nodes, get rid of any that we don't want. You're fine. Get rid of you and you. Right, okay. Where does the road head next? Do I need... Probably would be better to have a roundabout down in here. Actually, here's the thing. These trucks going to serve that as well. This being another farm complex in here. Not so big, just a few fields. What did I put here? Was it a 5B distribution office? Might be, actually. Okay, anyway. We do have the space for a roundabout in there, it seems, until I remember what we're doing with this railway. Yeah, the road's going to go down through there, the railway's going to go straight through and cut through there. Right, let's take a brief interlude. This shop is out of meat. We've got quite the backlog. You've got 0.78 tons, you've got 6.4, so you head off, go and pick that up. Do you wait until loaded? I'm going to have you don't wait until loaded, actually. There's only one truck on that, that's fine. Okay, that's not so much of a worry then. Railway, yes. We can, I think, run something out through there. Heading for that sort of location. Well, I've already got points in here that I've clearly marked out at some point in the past. Okay, let's do that. And then don't build it. Do the same on the other side. Up to there. Let's put a bit smoother curve on it. Right, and then from in next door, flatten out a wee bit more terrain and do the same on this side. Okay. Right. Last wee tweaks there, and now you can't get in. You can if you come from there to there. Right. And as usual, we've got a wee bit of a sharp edge there before the terrain flattening occurred. I can live with that, I suppose. There also, and there. Heading for that point, right. Thinking if we were to come along, not quite. There's again a big drop off. I might need some sort of bridge there, actually. Where are we heading for? Let's go from the other side. Right, we've got flattish terrain in here. And if we came through, that looks alright. So let's try. If we put a track here. And where are we heading? over to there. You'd actually fit there. How'd you get up that slope? I need to run that back actually. Right, okay, because what we want to do is come up here. If we can. If we ran... What does that actually look like? Just this bit here that I'm concerned about. I'm going to delete this straight away. I just wanted to have a look. It's actually not too bad. Okay. Not that. Right then. So if we say head in that sort of angle. And head up. To there. You connected up, you have. I don't like, again, I'm going to remove that, rebuild it a slightly better line. I just want to, well actually before we start flattening out the terrain again, let's get the better curve that I want. Let's bring you back a bit further. What's your story? Okay, so if we get a slightly better curve in there. Right, and let's take the outside. Head down from there. And do that. Come down from this side. I'm not getting the flattening done. We might be able to live with it because it's fairly flat down here already. Ah, right, that's the problem. Okay, how about coming from there then down to here? Take that. And again, come connect up. And connect up there too, that helps. Get rid of the nodes. Okay. It's not too bad, it's fairly straight, apart from there's a bit of a kink in there. Which I think we can probably do something about. Let's bring you back. And same here. Can we not? I'm trying to get a decent sort of curve in there, but we're not getting anything at all. Just doesn't want to play. Right. Forget that then. And I'll try that I'll just move to where the kink occurs, to be honest. Fine. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody watches anyway. Let's get rid of you two. And did you connect all the way up here? You did. Good stuff. Okay. Right, so that looks fine. Then you head through there. Okay. Should maybe have checked to see what would stop production. And the road then, if we want to put a roundabout in, there's even space for more fields, although I've still got to put in the farm, don't I? Yeah. So the farm needs to sit up here somewhere. Let's get a road heading in. Sort of like that. No. Let's not do that. That's the wrong way completely. But it gives me a starting spot, right? And don't make it too small. That's fine there. Okay, and then need to connect up you. And can I get a road out from here? Yeah, no problem. About there. Yeah, so green there is. It's not really where I want it though. It's more like that, I think. Let's have a look from up high. Okay, come down to about there and then do that. Right, and as I said, that road heads down into that valley there. So we need another farm down here, but I'm going to come back and do that later, maybe even in between parts. I've got another fire. Where? Oh, there. So I'm going to have electricity problems. And there's a fire truck on the way. That should be alright. How's our hazardous waste? Nothing there. I hope it's not all backed up over here. It's up to 182. Yeah, I think we're going to have to delay that train run. We've got 32 tons of fertiliser. Oh, still got 0.08 tons of fertiliser sitting in the biological waste dump, and you are 12 tons. That's fine. Heating problem, I would imagine, is up the hill due to the fire. These are okay. Mixed waste dumps. No, that's just ash. It's being left to blow away. There's a train. Not up there. It's there. And we can't do anything other than load and unload. We can't stop for a period of time before we head out again. Yeah. Okay. Right, before we go any further, let's have a quick look at that. This year, export, how much steel have exported? 631 tonnes for 2.6 million. Not bad. I wonder how many runs that was. And what's the stock looking like? We've still got 190 tonnes there. 86 tonnes there. Yeah, okay. Settle for that. And up here. Right. Need the steel here now. Well, yeah, we need some steel. Bricks in particular. This road's not being ploughed. Why is that? Because you do have the range. Should maybe get you another plough. Snow plough T813. Asphalt roads with lamps, bridges with roads. Because there's another. It's a distribution office. Vehicle depot. Yeah, we've got another 2 snow ploughs in here that are meant to just focus on clearing the roads up around this area. I should maybe put you down to 1,000 meters. You focus in the town, and then you focus on the main road, or the dual carriageway, or the motorway, the freeway, the highway, whatever you want to call it. Who's out of goods now? You again. Meat again? Yep. I think I'm bringing in crops for up here. But let's have a look and see. You've got 2 tonnes, 0.78. Right, so you're going to have to head off. Give what you've got. You're going to back down to the grocery store. You have nothing. And you'd run down to the customs house and bring us crops in. So we're trying to keep on top of it. Still got 14 tonnes of food as well. Yeah, we'll need to get these other fields up and running, and we need to sort out the fertility problem. There's a question. You still don't have liquid fertiliser. I definitely need to do something different about that then. Fertility there's 145, only 19 there, 150, 150, 21, 20, 16. Yeah, so there's a real problem up there with lack of fertility, lack of fertiliser. Need to get this done, get these fields all ploughed. Fertility is 145, 155, so pretty standard about there. Yeah, I think probably I need a separate line just to bring up liquid fertiliser to the farms up here. This one as well. That will hopefully sort that problem out for me. Right, this isn't being worked on, is it? Oh, this one is. Where's train? I've just headed back. You heading out again? Yes, you are. I should probably actually invest in a tunnel machine, tunnel maker, tunnel driller, borer. I should have to look into that. But I think I'm going to put in a break in here and we'll pick it up next time out. $184 tonnes of hazardous waste still. Because the last thing I want is my people dying from hazardous waste poisoning. Anyway, time for a break. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.